prevail. We will weave our essence into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to our Honor vs. Madness live AMA. We come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. A little bit late today, apologies. We were celebrating our 3-year anniversary over on our sister protocol, EMP and DexFi. We're now under the same umbrella, and both of us have, been around for 3 years plus. No exploits, no downtime, no hacks, never giving up, never stop building. It's been just an incredible ride, and we bring all of that to Honor versus Madness. So without further ado, as well, I want to introduce my co-host with the most and fellow team member, La. How are you?
I'm good. I'm running on the high of just having celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and we're ready for some Honor versus Madness magic.
Yeah, no pun intended, right, La? Lots of magic going around today.
Funny
Yeah, and
story, actually, AJ. I
yeah,
just started for the first time ever watching the Harry Potter series, so I was feeling
nice.
even more inspired about Honor versus Madness and all the magic ahead
I
after
love it.
watching the first couple of those.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a big Harry Potter fan. Obviously, that was a big inspiration for Universe Madness. It's funny too. My oldest son, he's finally starting to get into that as well. He's only like 8, but so yeah, that's awesome, Ella. You have to talk to him about Harry Potter. He'll love that. But yeah, I mean, we are a bunch of witches and wizards and warlocks over here getting ready for the release of Universe Madness. Again, the new evolution in trading card games. That was the title today, and that's something that we've really been driving home over the last AMAs. I mean, this is something truly unique. And over the last week, from our last AMA, we had another meeting with Rocket Ride. They are one of our strategic partners. They do a lot of consulting for Web 2 games specifically. And again, we're having a heavy Web 2 focus. The Web3 element is super important, but we are going for mass adoption with Universe Madness. So we had another great meeting with them. They gave a lot of great input a few weeks ago that we were able to implement and really streamline the player versus player aspect of Universe Madness. So again, traditional trading card games, you pick your cards of different monsters and abilities. You play your opponent and on a flat surface, and depending on how skilled you are with a little bit of luck involved in what cards you pick. The RNG random number generator, a random card generator in this case. The RNG gods are either in your favor or they're not. That is typically how trading card games are played. Well, we're introducing a whole new element of PvP, transacting of combat, PvP combat. So PvP is player versus player, where you're actually able to battle your opponent one on one, even without using cards. So this really gives a whole nother genre into this, more of like a first person or third person rather shooter type feel. And this again is something that has never been done in blending these two genres together. So we have some really great footage. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to share it tonight, but by the next AMA, we should be able to finally release are actual, what that looks like, where you are actually battling your opponent both with the cards and in the PvP setting, which we're calling, madness mode. So, and this is cool because it allows the player to have a little more control. I mean, we're all big advocates of games of skill rather than games of chance. So again, rather than going to a roulette wheel or a slot machine where it's pure luck, maybe you're playing poker where there is a little more skill involved, or chess, where it's not really about the luck. It's more about how skilled you are at the game, and ultimately that makes it a lot more rewarding and a lot more fair to players that play Universe Madness. So, and there's a lot of other fringe benefits. You're able to deter bots a little bit more, although we are going to have some AI elements of playing an opponent with matchmaking through AI. Again, utilizing the narrative of AI that's very hot right now. But there's a lot of things that benefit fairness and uh, immersion when the gameplay is set up this way. So having the ability to actually, shoot your opponent in a skill-based setting, that will determine the outcome of the game. And so maybe you're really, really good at playing the cards, but you have slow reaction time of shooting your opponent, or vice versa. That will even the playing field and make it a lot more competitive and you know a lot more skill based. So maybe you have terrible cards for the current round where the RNG was horrible and you have all low level cards, but you're really good at the PvP version mode. Then you could potentially get a buff and help you win that round even with bad cards, and vice versa. Maybe you have amazing cards, but for whatever reason you misclick and shoot your magic over the opponent's head, then your cards aren't as good anymore and you get a debuff. So we're working on a lot of that gameplay. It's finally all coming together and it's really, really bullish, for sure. So uh, right out the gate, LA, that's some alpha for everybody. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a strong start.
yeah, totally. So yeah, we have a lot to go over. It'll be a little bit shorter again. We just I had an hour and 45 minutes AMA, so I'm already a little tired here. But we want to get everybody up to date. Ella, you want to go through some of our notes, and then I'll elaborate. And then I do have, again, it wouldn't be an AMA without some alpha. So I do have some to share at the very end. A brand new animation for all of you, for sure.
Woo! Love it. So, as AJ just kind of mentioned and highlighted, it's been a really exciting time behind the scenes. We're busy not only preparing for our BSC launch for the Grim Gold token, we have a brand new promotions and campaigns centered around the launch there, but we have been getting some behind the scenes sneak peeks of some preliminary versions of some new graphics. AJ mentioned he's going to show one of them to you tonight. Some of them are still kind of in the early stages, not ready to be shared yet, but lots of new graphics being worked on. We're also busy taking meetings with foundations for chains, working on finalizing which chain we'll go with. And this is really exciting because we've had a lot of interest and we're really enthused about who we're meeting with, and we have some powerful help with that. So
For sure.
that's great. And then our ambassadors are absolutely killing it. We have a lot of momentum already, and I'm really happy about what we're seeing with the ambassadors. If you are interested in being a part of our ambassador program, they receive a rewards package every single month that could potentially be extremely valuable in the future. They also are the first to get early alpha. AJ dropped a bunch of early alpha and some sneak peeks at early graphics and stuff like that in the group the other day, actually. They also are going to get early opportunities for whitelisting and stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in being a part of helping us to grow this community, I'm going to drop the link to the form because sometime in the next month or two, we will be welcoming in a few more. This is a small program, but for those who are going to be really committed, we definitely are hoping to welcome in a few more.
I love it. Yes, 100%, LA. So I'm going to go through and elaborate a little more on each of those topics. But yeah, I mean, if you're an ambassador already and you've taken advantage of, what we've been saying the last few weeks, you got a absolute mind-blowing post from me a few days ago. So I will be posting all of the early alpha, even before alpha access key members on different animations, different design concepts. We were able to show kind of the different animations and effects that each card will have. Those that are in the trading card game world, you'll know taunt or shield, as well as haste, which allows you to attack first. We'll have a specific animation for that. Taunt or shield gives you the ability to be hit once and to be the first card to be hit. We have different animations for that. We have a poison effect on some of the cards. So all that was just shown again super early. Once we have more clear, animation and high resolution of what it will be in the game, that's usually when I share it on the AMAs. But yeah, you're getting a full sneak peek as ambassador. So if you want to help us grow and get excited about the game, make sure that you join that for sure. But all right, so to back up a little bit, we mentioned the Grim Gold update. So again, we've said this many times now, but we are migrating from ETH to BSC or BNB network. So if you have GG on ETH, that will still be there. You'll still get your rewards. You'll still be able to buy and sell. Nothing changes at all. But unfortunately, you have to pay a lot of high gas fees. So we are launching our own exchange on BNB network called DexSwap. That is with our other protocol. We've launched many dexes already. Super safe. It'll be V3, V4 compatible. Concentrated liquidity bridge. I mean, you name it. It'll have everything you could ever hope for in a Dex, and we will be multi-chain as well. So that's why Universe Madness is just one project out of everything that we're building. But uh, that being said, you can join that social channel to learn more. But we will be adding one of the very first tokens on that Dex for BNP network will be GG. So you'll have to bridge your GG from Ethereum over to BSC. Eventually, we'll have a staking contract on BNB as well. So you'll be able to stake it without the gas fees. But we're not minting any more tokens. So again, it is a maximum supply token. GG is actually deflationary because some of the fees actually buy and burn GG. But all that being said, it'll be a much better option, and we're gonna have a whole campaign around that. So if you want to load up on more GG, or missed out and you are finally hearing about us, that would be a great opportunity to buy GG on BSC and stake it over there, and then we'll also have a price stabilization pot, so it remains the same price on BSC and ETH, and if there is any potential arbitrage, we end up making that as the protocol and use that to support GG. So it's a win-win for everybody. Part of the fees go to our mothership, but V3 liquidity, the majority of the fees go to all of you that provide liquidity. So you can buy GG and pair it up with BNB ETH or BNB itself. We'll have a few pairs probably, but we'll let you all know what the main pair will be, and you can start earning on BNB and not having to pay high Ethereum gas fees. So, and ultimately, GG will be on many chains. As LA said, we still are deciding where we're going to have our home base and where we're actually building the game. We're in talks with two foundations at the moment, one of which is pretty popular in terms of trading card games and other Web3 games, and the other is just a really popular L2. So we're working on getting that figured out, and we'll hopefully have that announcement in the next few months, definitely before our marketplace and our first pack sale for sure. So all that's really bullish. I mean, again, markets are looking good. ETH and Bitcoin are pumping. Everything is looking great. Obviously, we'd love to see GG being higher, but now is the time to accumulate. And we said from day one that the real support for GG will not kick in until we have our revenue streams up through pack sales and marketplace fees, and then ultimately the game being live. I mean, anybody buying assets when the game is out, that's revenue to the protocol. So really exciting stuff. We're getting there bit by bit. So and then yeah, I will go ahead and show some alpha. Was there anything you wanted me to elaborate on with that, LA?
No, I think that that was a good overview.
All right, perfect. Let me see. We have a question from Degenerate Bingo. Shout out to Ryan. He says, I have 552,000 GG tokens to claim. Shout out to you, Ryan. One of our super big supporters. Staked that all for the year. So rewards are looking good, brother. I love it. Yeah, I mean, the short answer is if you are getting GG from the staking contracts, you will eventually want to probably claim and then bridge, because that may be cheaper than restaking on ETH. Again, it's just going to depend. If you're able to get ETH on a Sunday where gas fees are really low, then it's probably cheaper just to claim and then compound on ETH. But if it's another $20, it's cheaper to bridge and stake otherwise. So again, just you have to kind of play it by ear. But once everything is up and running, you'll have a lot better idea. Unfortunately, again, we're beholden to those fees, and hindsight's always 2020. But if you do it on, like I said, a Sunday, I was actually doing a lot of ETH transactions, and it wasn't even that late. It was like 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday. The gas fees were only like $2 on ETH, so it just depends on the time of day. But yeah, just wait and see what's cheaper, and then you can decide for sure. So, all right, great question. Good to see you, brother. All right, cool. Any other questions too? Feel free to ask in the comments. And let's show some alpha. So with the
Yay.
GG, yeah, with the GG token, we're gonna have a whole campaign around launching on BSC. And one of our characters is this guy. So give me a second. And this went out in a tweet today as well, I believe. Let me see. All right, bear with me here. Sorry. All right, here he is. All right, let me see.
Hell yes.
Yeah, killer animation with our mine train in the depths of the mines, getting that Grim Gold token. And again, this old man with the pointy ears, maybe a goblin, I would say, maybe. I don't know. Might drop some alpha there. Oh, it's in that title. So yeah, this is our goblin character, and we have a really cool initiative around goblins for
Yeah, and
Grim
this may
Gold's.
be a little hint about a cool initiative that's going to be coming.
Yeah, 100%. So there you go. I've already said too much, but at the end, so really cool little animation, and who knows, this may even turn into this character may even turn into a card in the game. So it's part of our lore. And obviously this is, some AI helped, animation, and that's the beauty of what we're doing. We definitely use AI to help in the creative process, and streamline things, and make it cheaper, in terms of development. So it's a win-win for everybody. But yeah, super cool stuff there. So there you go. The uh, GG Train and the Old Man Goblin. So, all right, awesome. I'll let you guys play it over in the replay. But yeah, that's really the alpha for today. Again, if you are an ambassador, please feel free to join the chat and tell everybody what you're able to see. Again, we don't let them share the alpha, but they can absolutely vouch to the fact that there's a lot going on, that we just don't necessarily share, publicly until it's ready. And we're also working on some more. Okay, I got one more alpha for everybody. A lot of you have loved the behind the scenes tours and the different interviews with Zen and Julius and the whole team. So we are working on another interview with the team and the game, and some behind the scenes footage of the actual animation. So again, keep an eye out for that as well. Those actually take a lot of work. Then those interviews take a couple of weeks to film and edit, and so we got to work it into the pipeline. But maybe in the next few weeks, we'll have another video to share. So, and we'll do a premiere on that, so we can all get hyped up about it. But yeah, I think that really wraps it up, LA. That's all we have for this week. Again, happy anniversary to EMP. So we've been focused on that at the moment, but that doesn't mean that we're not getting things done with HVM for sure.
Yes, it's so good to see all of you. I was just typing that in the chats. And we look forward to updating you more. Next week should be a really good one. So join us again every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And thanks for being here, guys.
Perfect. Yep, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Again, if we did have any questions we didn't get to in the chat, please feel free to type it, and we'll answer it next week. Also, join our Telegram, Discord, and X, and we're happy to answer and communicate there as well. And yeah, the the magic is happening. So again, appreciate all of you being here, and we're getting ready for a great year ahead with crypto adoption overall, and the next evolution in what trading card games will be. And again, we haven't even seen the GameFi or Web3 narrative come back at all in this cycle. And the next few months, when we have the marketplace and the carnival shop, and potentially even an alpha or beta version of the game itself, while all the hype is back on games, Web3 games, look out is all I can say. So we're almost there. The next few months will be really exciting. So all right, thank you everyone. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Good night, good day. We'll see you on Thursday.
We're witnessing the future of GameFi right before our eyes.
I think this might be the biggest thing in 24, coming into 25.
We want to push the boundaries a bit of what trading card games can be, and build something where the player really feels like they're stepping inside the huge fantasy world.
There's so much more magic ahead.